Hey y'all, how is everyone doing tonight? What's everybody into on this? Well, for us it's rainy, but it's warmer. It's not really cold, so if you're dealing with a cold, I'm sorry. Anyway, thank y'all so much for hopping on. Sorry I wasn't on last night. My poor husband done caught a 24-hour bug. Y'all, that poor man, I done thought I was going to take him to the hospital because he don't do well, doing this. And y'all, he was so scared. It was pitiful. So, hey, Teresa. So, y'all, when y'all are hopping on, hit the heart button. Let me know you're here. My name is Shonda, and I am from West Georgia. And, y'all, I just like to hop on and craft with y'all and laugh and have fun and cut up. How are you doing tonight, Teresa? Okay, y'all, so we are going to make over some Target dollar spot signs, or some plaques. Hey, Elizabeth, and as y'all can see, we are Valentining it up. Y'all, I got my hearts on, I got my red on, I got a little bit of a winter left, over here, and but anyway, for the most part, we're going to do this. Hey, Lori. We are going to Valentine it up. It's time. For us crafters, that's what we do. I'm good, Teresa. Good. Just coming down from, going on our long trip that we had. So, but yeah, y'all, I still got my Christmas stuff up. I was going to do it today, but we were up so much last night with poor Jim being so sick. Y'all, he done had to sleep on the floor and everything. It was bad. And I don't mean to laugh, but y'all, he's just kind of, he's a little bit funny when he gets that way. Okay. So, y'all, I found these little plaques. They come 3, okay? They were actually half off at the dollar spot or the Target spot, whatever it is, Bullseye. Y'all, I never know. At Target, okay? So, it was half off. So, it was $5, so $2.50, all right? They come in the 3, and we're going to make them over. Okay, we're going to make them over into some little Valentine signs. We're going to use some of this mixed media paper. I got this one at Walmart, and it's got some really cool, I really like this one. I was going to use this one, but can y'all see the red? I think that was really cool. I've used several of these, but it also has this heart. So this one, is it the bullseye spot, Lori? Listen, it's always changing. I'm like, whatever. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. That one when you walk in. That spot, that nice little spot. So, but yeah, this book came from Walmart. Okay, so we're going to use it tonight. I've already cut out my pages. Now, I'm using this red kind of, I don't know, it kind of looks like plaster. And then words. I like the script. And then this one is a little different. It's got some red right here. It's a little harder to see, but I thought this one was really cool. So I thought these 3 colors were great. I went ahead and cut them. I cut them on the inside of this, just cut them like that. And then y'all, we're going to use our XO Be Mine again. Okay. So y'all know, remember we used it on our other Target spot things, our little risers. So we're going to use them again. I love these. I think these are amazing. These are my favorite size transfers that we have, honestly, because you get 6 of them. So we're going to use the Happy Valentine's Day, the February the 14th, and the XO. So here we go, y'all. First thing I'm going to do, though, is paint my, I don't like the frames, so we're going to antique these 2. And then we're going to see. We're just going to see about this one right here. I thought about antiquing these 2 and taking a little bit of the plaster and dry brushing some whitewash over even the antiqued ones and this one. Using this one in the middle. Y'all, I like to be different, okay? I like to be different, just so y'all know. So, how is everyone doing? What did everybody do today? And y'all tell me, are your Christmas decorations down? Don't judge now, okay? Mine's not. Don't judge me. Mine's not down. I don't know. We didn't get back till late, so I was like, well, not going to happen. And then, like I said, last night, poor little Jim was sick. All right, y'all, so I'm just putting this on here. Nothing, crazy, just getting this. I like it a little darker. I'm not really a light wood kind of person. I like it a little darker. We'll do the inside. And then I'm going to take my wet wipe and wipe this off because I don't want it on my picture. And I may actually go around the picture with some of the cream or the what is that, plaster, just so this. Hey, Linda from Chicago, girl. Is it cold? Is it cold? Teresa, yours comes down after the 6th. Okay, so is there a significance for that? Is that a, you know, is there a significance? Like, is it something, you know, for the 6th? Or is that just, what's the significance? Or is that just your thing? You say, you know what? I'm going to choose the 6th. You know, everybody's different. There's always some. Hey, Denise, how are you? Phoenix. Oh, one of my favorite cities in the world. I absolutely love Phoenix. Love Phoenix. Love Sedona. Flagstaff. Love it. I love Arizona. Love it. I love y'all's heat. I'll be honest. Oh! You're right, Teresa. You're right, girl. Yes, and I mean, I did know that. I wasn't even, I don't know. Wasn't even thinking on those terms, but yes, gotcha. That is a good, yep, good answer. That is a great significance. Hey, Robbie, how are you in Texas? What part of Texas are you in? Another one of my favorite states. I'm in Georgia. So I like the South. I like the heat. I kind of want to go a little bit further. I'd like to go on down to the Virgin Islands if you want me to be real. I'd like to go on down to the Virgin Islands. I'd like it, yeah. Keep on going. Okay, so I'm just taking this in the inside of this just to kind of give it some color on the inside. Now, these, I probably shouldn't have done the outside. Again, kind of the same thing as those risers. This is that chip wood on the outside, and it looks like it has just the, you know, like the veneer on the top. Let me pull y'all up here. Odessa, Midland. Okay, so, I mean, I've heard. How close are you? Is that close? Is that like close to, not Dallas, but Fort Worth? Which I know Dallas-Fort Worth area, but for some reason I've heard that there. Hold on. Let me pull y'all over here so I can see comments. And I'm sorry if I've missed any. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the edges of these, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do the edges of the other one. May have to now that I've done this one. But I could just put some, I think I'll do that. I'm just going to kind of wipe over it with the cream. Hey, Deanne, how are you, girl? Did you have a good Christmas? And a Happy New Year. God, I can't believe it's already New Year and it's 2023, y'all. How did that happen? We all blinked. Here it is. Here it is. 6 hours west. Oh, okay. So you're over close to, maybe that's where I heard it. My nephew was in the Air Force in New Mexico. So maybe that's where I heard it. Is that somewhere where the base would go? Maybe? Does that make sense? Oh, good. I did, Deanne. I did. I'm glad you did too. I'm glad you did too. You brought in the new year with a new husband. I love it. I love it. Okay. So I just wiped that off. Now you can see the difference. This is what I like. I do not like the lighter. You see, I like the darker wood. So we're going to do this one as well. And I'm going to try to just do the top. I don't even think I'm going to do the inside because, again, it's dark. It's just got that veneer on top. Looks like they put like an oak veneer on the top of it. Yes, closer. Okay, okay. All right. That's what I was thinking. For some reason, maybe that's where he, I don't know, maybe he went there. I just remember that name. Yeah, or, you know, remember him somewhere mentioning something like that. So, y'all, Valentine's Day. Do you guys decorate for Valentine's Day? I will be honest. I do a little bit. What I do is I do a tier tray. I do a large tier tray. And then I also do a little spot in my kitchen that I have that I redecorate for every holiday. And so I do it as well. And then I'll have a candy jar kind of on my table. But, you know, like I don't put up new pictures or, you know, nothing like that. So do y'all decorate for Valentine's Day, or y'all kind of like that? You kind of just do like a little bit, you know, we all love our tier trays, right? We're all loving our tier trays. Yeah, I'm only going to do the sides on this one. And y'all, I'm a little hoarse from New Year's. I told y'all, you know, the Georgia Bulldogs played, and it was funny because we were in Kentucky with my Kentucky family, who, you know, I mean, is a rival of Georgia's. But that night, everybody was rooting for Georgia because, I'm sorry, I'm the Ohio fans, but, you know, they were against Ohio. So, oh, you're just getting started, Robbie? Okay. Are you just getting started with Chocateur, or are you just getting started with crafting? Okay, y'all. So, I am going to, I'm going to set these over here. I think I'm going, I kind of don't like that gray. I mean, I like it, but I'm just going to do a little dry brushing on it just to kind of take it down just a snip. Just a little bit. Not much, just a little. Kind of, you know, I'm just going to take a brush and kind of, to crafting. Okay. Awesome. Well, listen, it's addicting. Just going to be real. It's addicting. I have been crafting most of my life. Well, no, because I even crafted when I was young. So I've been crafting a long time, and it's kind of therapy for me. So I'm just taking a dry brush and kind of dipping it in there, and then just kind of giving this a little, I'll show y'all, nothing major, okay? Look. So we just took it from that gray and kind of, you know, just gave it a little bit of something. So let's dry these, and then I'm also going to dry brush the stained one as well. Hey, Candy. Hey, Lila. How are you, girl? Lila, did you have a good holiday? Both holidays, actually. You figured it was, Robbie? It is, girl. It is. Oh, good. Hey. Robbie, he's a keeper. Girl, don't let him go. He's a keeper. Okay? That one's a keeper. Because most of our husbands are like, oh, you're going back to Hobby Lobby again with the credit card? Oh, good. My husband's pretty supportive, but he will say, okay, Shonda, your craft space over here getting crazy. Oh, man, Lila, getting more snow, girl. Sorry. Sorry about that. I know you're so used to it. It don't even bother you, but sorry about that. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, he's a keeper, girl. That's what I always say about mine, you know. After, you know, this will be our 30-year anniversary in August. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna work this one out. We're gonna hang this one out. We're gonna see it through. Hey, Mandy. Yeah, we're just gonna see this one through after 30. Hey, Nat. Nat, did y'all have a good New Year? Oh, Lila. Well, you will get to, though, right? It's something, I mean, it is going to happen. Thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all so much. And listen, thanks everybody who sprinkles this out and spreads the love to all your friends and family. It so helps my page. Girl, Robbie, preach it. And look, they'll probably say the same thing about us. Oh, good, Natalie. Oh, in February. Well, listen, Lila, and you probably already know this, but my husband was in the military, you know, for a long time, and he would go overseas quite often during holidays. And so we got used to celebrating when we could. We literally celebrated birthdays. We celebrated everything, you know, whenever we could. 42. Awesome, Teresa. Congratulations. Thank you for the stars, Natalie. Mandy, are you rubbing that in that you bathed in that baby? All right, y'all. So I'm going to do the same thing with these. Just a little brush with this Plaster Waverly chalk paint. And I'm just going to dry brush just like I did this one. Just to kind of give it a little something, something. Yeah, Mandy, I feel like you bragging. You bragging, Mandy? Y'all, whoops. Y'all, I left this paintbrush when I went to Kentucky. I didn't realize it was in my jar over there with water. And it broke it up. Broke it up a little bit, and so I'm gonna have to hot glue that on. Whoops. Okay. So again, I'm just doing a little dry brush, just to kind of give it the same kind of look as that gray one, so it's not so plain. Plus, goodness, we're gonna have to do this now. It's on my nerves. Plus, the paper that I picked out kind of looks, you know, a little like that. It kind of looks a little weathered, maybe. Not really weathered, but, you know, textured, maybe. Oh. So, do you babysit? Are you babysitting, or are they visiting? Do they live with you? What? Give me the skinny, girl. Give me the skinny on the grandbaby. I can't wait. Listen, I have some great nieces and nephews that, you know, they're like my grands. I don't spend as much time with them as I probably should, but that's so fun. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay. So just a little bit, just to kind of, like I said, just wanted to give this a little something, something. So you can still see what's under it, but, oh, I love them so much too, Natalie. They're my sweeties. They're down here. Oh, fun. Oh. Oh. Okay, so here, you see, we just kind of, and it's okay if it's on the picture, because y'all know we're covering that. But I just wanted to give it a little something. Now, that one's still gray, and I'm fine with that. I'm good with the gray. All right, y'all. So now, let's dry this up a little bit. Shouldn't take long. It's just chalk paint, so it takes no time. That's so fun, and you're going to get to bond, and that's great. You know, that bonding it's very important. I always feel sorry for grandparents who, you know, live away and stuff. My mom lived away with my second child, but she would come up and see him in New York and make sure she came over in Mississippi when we were there in the military. So it's very important, you know, very important for that bonding time. Okay. All right, now we are going to do a Mod Podging. So, y'all know I like to do the iron method, but I'm not real sure how that's going to work. And this is kind of thicker paper, so I think I'm going to be okay just to Mod Podge it, put it on, and then kind of dry it. That's right, Lila. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I was saying about you celebrate whenever you can. You know, you literally celebrate whenever you can. Just because it's a date doesn't mean anything. So, to me anyway, to me it's like, you know what? I'll celebrate when I can. That is exactly what I'll do. Now I messed these up. I forgot which one goes with what. Okay, that one goes to that one. I believe that one goes with that one. And that one goes to that one. Okay. Yes. No, I think this one goes. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have kept them together. Sorry. Yep, that one goes to that one. And that one goes to that one. Okay, so all I did was cut the, you know, squares out of those. And then we're going to Mod Podge this on. And I'm just using matte Mod Podge. Taking a brush and just getting this in here. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm a huge fan of Mod Podging, or decoupaging, I should say. Because you can change literally any surface. And I love that. You know, I love that I can go and buy these, you know, for clearance, these Christmas pictures, I love that I can go get these on clearance, and then I can bring them home and I can redo them to something that I want to do them. And you know, that's nobody else is going to have. These are literally going to be one of a kinds unless y'all go buy the paper, do them exactly. But they're one of a kind. I love it. I love it. I love it. But I love decoupaging. Okay, so all you do, and like I said, normally I like to dry it and do the ironing method, but because this is down in, that's gonna be a little harder to do. So tonight we're gonna do it like this. Make sure I get it on here right, y'all. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna just push it down, and this is thick paper, and just like that, we've changed our surface. That's what I love about it. I absolutely love that. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to set that over there. Let's do this one. Do it like that so I remember how it goes in. Same thing, y'all. Just a little bit of Mod Podge. You could also use, Mod Podge is like glue that's a little bit watered down, I believe. There are different brands of the decoupaging agent, glue, whatever you want to call it. But I prefer this Mod Podge brand because it's what I'm used to working with. But whatever works. I'm pretty sure even glue would work. I've never used it. Okay, I'm not gonna. But I wouldn't know why it wouldn't. I would think it would work too. I find myself shopping so much. Oh. Well, Deanne, it's better than being like Shonda and going, oh, let me buy this because I can do something with it. Oh, gets a little expensive. But that's all right. Okay. Get this one in here good. And y'all, this just lays down so well. The thicker paper, you know, when you're doing it wet, works fine. I just like to use the iron if I can. Oh, my hair didn't come down. If I can, but I'm not going to be able to get in these corners, so I'm not even going to attempt it. No. And then we'll do this last one. Now, y'all could have also, you could paint these, you know, and chalk on them. There's so many things, y'all. Just so many. But I love this transfer size because these little frames, I would say these are probably a 5x5 or a 5x5 or maybe a 6. I would say 5x5. I'm not good at that kind of thing, but I'm just going to say 5x5. I do that all the time. That's why. Oh, me too, Lila. Me too. Okay, don't get it so thick. I got it kind of thick on that red one, and I see it's kind of hooving up, so I'll take the heat to it. But kind of keep it a light, you know, a light coat. This is the only one that's got to go a certain way because of the writing on it. Hey, Melanie, Happy New Year, girl. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Okay, this is I'm going to see if my brayer will work on it. Because it definitely, let me see if I can heat this up, y'all, because it's definitely hooving up on me. Did you have a good New Year, Melanie? Hope you had a happy one. Oh, here we go. The heat, y'all. It's all about that heat. The heat does wonders. Does wonders. Does wonders. Let me just get this dry so that it will be flat for my transfer. Y'all, we've got some new transfers coming out. I'm so excited. Be watching out on my website for those. It's Christmas 90% off. Listen, I was trying to be so good and not go to Hobby Lobby until, like, you know, a couple of days after the New Year. I don't know why, but I was. And plus, my husband, like I said, he was so sick today, or we both just kind of laid around today, and I kind of cleaned everything, did the bathrooms, you know, because. So I didn't go, but is it 90% off? Had to work, Melanie. Oh, well, and was it crazy? I'm sure it was a little crazy. Okay. I think we're good and dry, y'all. Make sure this one's good and dry and laying down. I got it a little thicker. These are so cute. I love these. And these would also be cute on your tier tray because it's a good size. You know, it's a good size to be on the tier tray. And we will be, in the next week or so, be working on a tier tray. Kind of do some things, you know, as we go. So be on the lookout for that. Oh, man, I get hollers. I know, is it 90% off, Lila? Okay, so this is how I'm doing it. I'm going to do it like this. So, you know, the gray one will be in the middle. Oh, good. Gift card. Yep. Okay, so we're going to do definitely Happy Valentine's Day in the middle, okay? I want it in the middle. I think that's going to be pretty there. And all I'm doing, oh, let's show you what I'm doing. Y'all, this is my fuzzing cloth. You can also put it on your shirt, your t-shirt, and fuzz it. And all I'm doing is putting a little bit of fuzz so it's not, oh man, Lala. I should have went. And all I'm doing, you put that on there so that it doesn't stick so hard on your surface. That's all. And I probably should wax a little bit, and we're going to. Not much left. I'm sure not around here, too, because, I don't know, the one over in Alabama does kind of better than the one closer to me. But, so I may go. Oh, I'm doing, so these three little picture frames came, well, they were actually pictures, from Target Spot. The Target Dollar Spot or Bullseye, whatever. I always forget. And they were half off, you know, because all the Christmas stuff at Target was also, it was half off at the Target Spot or the Dollar Spot, Bullseye, whatever. It was all half off. So I got these, and we decoupaged with some paper that I got at Walmart out of one of my books. And yeah, and then we're going to use the XO, this is our XO Be Mine transfer, which I love. It's the one that has all the ones on it. And the one we just use on the other Target Spot risers. And y'all, this is just our surface wax that I used. Surface wax helps the surface to keep from being also so sticky, and for these super sticky transfers to come off of them. Whew, I'm going to have to go tomorrow. Now I'm just stressed. Now I'm stressed. Okay, so let me get this one on here. Okay, and here's what I love. So it smashes down in there. Okay, so our fabric, these are like a fabric type of transfer. They're very pliable, moves around very well. Okay, and then I'm going to use February the 14th, and I already used this one on that, so it's not as sticky. Man, Lila, you're teasing me, girl. You're teasing me. Okay. February 14th. Let's make sure we get it on here straight, y'all. Let's get her on here straight. Y'all, I think a lot of the schools went back today. I know my mom, she had to go back yesterday to get the, she works in the cafeteria at a high school, like one of our local high schools, and she had to go back to get it ready. So, I think the kiddos were coming back today. That's all right, Lila. It's all right, girl. I'm glad you got some stuff. I like to see other people get some stuff, too. Oh, I'm sorry, Melanie. Well, listen, I'm glad you got to watch the replays. I'm sure you laughed pretty hard. I mean, you know, I think one of them was me talking about, you know, me TTing my pants. So that's always fun. All right. So, the two on the outside, the XO and the, let me get this right, February 14th, I'm going to do in our red, our candy apple red. And then the middle one, because it has the red background, I'm using our Peachy King. It's exactly the way it sounds. It's a peachy color. I kind of like the pink and the reds together. I think that looks cool for, you know, kind of like what I've got on, this pink and red for Valentine's Day. I think it looks neat. But you could also use some other colors. And listen, tonight's word is, well, it's two words. It's be mine. Them children, oh, were they wild? Yours went back today. Oh, man. Did you see it, Melanie? Also got a gift for my friend. Okay, now, Lila, I did, Natalie said, yeah, what? They did, girl. Oh, thanks, Sharice. Yes, I did go to Walmart when I was in Kentucky. And we got, actually, no, they were only 50% off still, which was Saturday. So I might have to go back there too, y'all. Might have to go back there. So I'm going to be transparent to show y'all what happened. Do you see that? That molded. You know why? Because my goofy self used a water that was not distilled. So I wanted to, I didn't know it until I just now pulled it off that was the case. But yours goes back tomorrow and you can't wait. Oh, you're right. Natalie says that bright and early. Y'all, that's so funny. Oh, man. I remember those days. Look, I remember those days of going, why they got to be out so long? Why's it got to be so long? Okay, so what it does when that happens is it creates this film on the top, and it's literally molded because I did not use distilled water. I used some tap water that I had. Kind of scary, but yes, I get it. Oh, you said, why they gotta be so bad? Oh my gosh, that's funny. Okay, y'all. So anyway, I have another one, but I just want to see, and there is still some in the bottom, so I'm going to use the rest of it. But listen, kind of crazy that happened, but just so you know, that's what happens when you do not use distilled or purified water in the paste. It's bizarre, but you've seen it for yourself. It literally creates penicillin. Not a good kind either. Okay, so let's get busy, y'all. We're going to do the red, like I said, on this February the 14th. Now, I'm going to do it and then pull, because when you paste on paper, it's paper, right? So when paper gets wet, what's it do? It starts peeling. It starts doing some funky things. So the longer you leave your paste on there, the more likely that's going to happen. So make sure to pull fast. Don't leave it on there. And look how gorgeous that is. I absolutely love it. Yes, Melanie. So if it's not curl, Lila, did you not hear my pee in the pants story? I goof up a lot. But yes, you can. I mean, just like you see, you definitely can. If as long as it's clean, so everything in the bottom was clean. That literally was like a hard film that come off the top. It's kind of like when you have a gravy, you know, and you put it in the refrigerator. What happens to it then? That's kind of what that looked like. Kind of looked like congealed. And I'll just be honest, I had no idea if it was going to work or not, because I've had another one that I did that too as well when I was in a hurry, and I was doing a live, and I used non-distilled water because my distilled water was upstairs. So same thing happened to it, but I didn't have to peel it like that. It was just a little bit. That one was a whole lot, but you seen what happened. Yeah, Melanie, I mean, you know, it can happen, but just make sure, like I said, try to use, always try to use distilled water. Look how pretty that is. Always try to use distilled water. It just, I mean, it's what's recommended. So that's what I should have done. But now you know. Now you know that you will have a science project in your chalk paste. If you don't. And you can use bottled water as well. You know, it's purified. I tried to use the paste on paper and I left it too long. Now I have to put my... Yes, Lila. So don't leave it too long because, you know, it's exactly what will happen. Definitely wax a tiny amount. I mean, wax the smallest amount. And don't put a ton of paste on it. I know that sounds crazy. And when you're working with it enough, you know when just enough's enough. You know what I mean? So just put on, you know, the amount you need or a good amount, but don't saturate it. And if you do, hurry up and get it off and peel it off because it's paper, you know, and your it's paper. So don't want to mess it up. Now we're going to see if this works. I will say it looks a little bit runnier than normal. So I may need to leave it open to kind of get thicker, but we're going to see. It may run under this. We shall see, y'all. We shall learn this together. We'll see what our science project does. Oh, I'm glad you do, because listen, I learned something new too for me. Because I'm crazy. I don't follow directions well sometimes. Yeah, we're good. It works. So yeah, it's fine, y'all. Hold on, I'll show y'all. Perfect. Ooh, it's pretty too. Isn't that pretty? I love that pink on the red. Or that peach, I should say. I like that a lot. That's really pretty. Okay. Y'all, it worked. So just know, if that happens, what will happen. All right, so let's try this, y'all, and that's it. It's a project. These are simple, cute little signs that I will probably use on a tier tray. And yeah, easy enough, y'all. Very easy. Now, I will say this, one of my letters, I could tell, I told y'all this didn't lay down perfectly, and I'll show y'all. So it kind of hooved up my transfer a little bit. But with the way that this paper is, you can't really see it. So I'm okay with it. But here y'all go. Okay. So here's my February the 14th. And I love how it looks kind of, that's how the transfer is. So it makes it look a little bit rustic. Here's my Happy Valentine. And if you see the Y, you see how there's a little bit of thickness right there? That's what happened. No worries, Caroline. No worries, girl. Love you too. So there's that one. And then we've got our really cool X and O. And it's the same way. It kind of looks, you know, rustic-like. So anyway, those are it, y'all. I'm absolutely loving them. Go to the dollar spot. Hopefully they'll have some left. If not, you can also use, they have some of these at the Dollar Tree. You guys have seen me use them. They're the little pictures with the bead hangers. You can also use these size on those. So those are it. I know, Deanne. Thank you. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. What's the color you just used? The peach is Peachy King. Is that the one you're talking about? It's Peachy King. Listen, I have to write on mine because I have them all in my drawer. But if that's the one, if not, I think that would be it. Yeah, Peachy King. Thank you, thank you. Thank y'all so much for joining me. We're going to keep on going with the fabulous Valentine's Day theme. So I will see y'all tomorrow night. Thank y'all so much for joining me. And thank y'all everyone again that sprinkles this out to everyone. And I appreciate it. See y'all. Sorry, y'all, I'm cold.